Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. If you're a role player, there's a lot to be said for a small home, somewhere cozy and comfortable to live away from the swords and boards of exiled life. Today I'm going to show you 3 unmodded designs for small homes intended for roleplay servers. So without further ado, let's get started. The first house I have for you is a small medieval style home with corner posts, using Numidian, Khitan, stable and insulated wood. This is a pretty straightforward design, though the corner pillars do complicate things a bit, especially if you're not used to them. I really wanted the aesthetic of these corner pillars, but if you really don't care or if you actually dislike them, and you'd prefer an easier build, removing them would make life a bit easier. Also, if you wanted to go the other way and make them more pronounced, you could replace the stable corner posts I've used here with Numidian or Arena. Both of those work really well with this sort of material set. The aim with this home is to create a design that is rustic and cozy and uses a fairly naturalistic material palette without relying on anything too extravagant. Yamatai is probably the most common pairing to use with Numidian to capture the medieval vibe, and it could work as a substitute material here too. Whilst it is a great choice, Yamatai does always appear to be just a little too clean and well made for medieval peasantry, at least in my opinion, so I wanted to go as rustic as possible. This build includes a fairly typical internal layout, including space for a dining room, a kitchenette, understair storage, and a master bedroom on the first floor with access to a small balcony overlooking the porch and the entrance to the home below. Again, this is a pretty simple build, though it is made more complex by the corner pillars. This is very much an aesthetic choice. If you don't wish to include them, or if you just want to keep things simple, their removal would make the overall construction process cheaper, smoother, and faster. Regardless of the choice you make in terms of corner pillars, this is a great medieval style home and should work really well for a vast variety of characters. The next house is an ancient Chinese inspired open plan home using the Khitan, stable and Numidian building pieces. This home is incredibly easy to recreate and utilises the architectural dynamic between awnings and lattice half walls to create a build that can remain open plan yet is internally segmented and visually interesting. This is a house design I've actually never used in a build before, though it is one I've been aware of and been wanting to find a place to try out for a while. I wasn't aware that awnings and half walls met so perfectly until I tried it out for a video a good while ago, and whilst I wasn't a massive fan of it at that point, I knew that at some point in the future it would lend itself well to a different build. This is the perfect build for that strategy, as the lattice half walls will behave internally as windows, while still allowing you to feel safe and encased inside the home. Again, this is a really simple build relying upon basic manipulation of the interaction of building pieces to create something visually interesting that doesn't require any difficult architectural techniques. The home includes an expansive interior designed for shape and flow, and a smaller first floor that includes room for a humble bedroom. Finally, a home inspired by the neoclassical style. This build uses Aquilonian, Argosian and stable pieces to create something elegant, well balanced and yet still slightly understated. Neoclassical is a slightly more modern take on the classical styles of Greek and Roman. I do already have a video covering how to build in that style, and it is an extremely interesting and timeless technique to learn about and attempt to replicate in Conan. The house is a very simple design that streamlines all of the available space, minimising in breaks in flow and encouraging a full use of every square foot inside the home. It's also incredibly adaptable, as you'd be able to snap extra pieces and rooms onto the sides, front and back of the design to make it as large as you need. That being said, if you do plan on doing this with this design, do remember that classical designs rely on balance, so any expansion should be uniform in size and design to ensure they maintain the overall balance of the build, if not improve it. This build includes 2 long, narrow rooms on the ground and first floor for any purpose. You could also reclaim some extra room with an attic space below the roof. I think there is definitely enough room to do so. You also have 2 balconies looking over either side of the build, which could be adjusted for any future additions. If you did want to expand, you could even pull the sides of the building out towards where the front is and create a sort of Roman style villa, which could be a very good progression of this design. Regardless of what you choose, this house should be perfect for any budding Aquilonian roleplayer. And there we have it, 3 small homes designed for roleplayers of different types. Thanks for watching. I've covered small house builds before, but it's been a good while since the last one, so it was nice to revisit this concept with a focus on aiding those on roleplay servers to create a house that matches their character. I definitely have a few more designs that I could use for a second part in the future if you guys are interested in seeing that. If you enjoy my content, all the links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Host Havoc affiliate page, NordVPN discount and NordPass discount are available in the description below. However, of course, you can simply just leave a like, a comment or subscribe. Any of those are very greatly appreciated. Patrons get a bunch of nice benefits, including sneak peeks of videos, your name in every video, custom made wallpapers in 1080p and 4K resolutions, full-size build blueprints, Discord roles and more. That being said, a massive thanks to all of our esteemed coffee cultists on screen now for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. Again, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.